Before we had Cyrus, we had catalog parties and online multiplayer item trading. The pre-2.0 days of Animal Crossing were kind of like the Wild West. It's really funny. Anyway, Cyrus was introduced in the 2.0 update, and he is a vendor at Harv's Island. Actually, prior to that, you can do photo studio things with him and Reese during the month of June every single year. They will ask you to be a photographer to catalog their anniversary in various scenes and stuff. You can get heart crystals, get special wedding furniture. It's a whole thing. But the day-to-day, Cyrus works out of his RV and he can customize any item for you. Unfortunately, Reese doesn't do a single thing in this game other than be his hype woman. I've talked about this in so many videos. It makes me really sad because she has so much potential. You can bring literally any item in the game to Cyrus for him to customize. This is especially helpful if you have things at Nook's Cranny that you don't like the colorway of, or if you have things in your resident services kiosk that you don't like the colorway of. You can pay him bells and he will customize the thing for you. This is also great for the festival and spooky furniture, as you don't need feathers or pumpkins in order to customize if you don't want to do it that way. You can literally just pay him the amount and he will do it for you. There's no cap on things that he can customize per day, and the only thing that I have an issue with here is just how long it takes for him to do it. You have to enter into a text with him, obviously, do the thing, select your item from the pockets, and then he'll customize it. It's just more navigating menus and going through dialogue, which is everything in Animal Crossing pretty much. But the end result is great in my opinion. It's also really convenient in my opinion to have Tortimer right next to him at Harv's, as you can put things into and take things out of your storage just by talking to him. So you can go back and forth between the two, and if you run out of bells in your pockets, Harv's Island does have a bank of Nook ABD that you can use to get bells from and continue on your customization journey. I don't really have a whole lot else to say about Cyrus other than the fact that I'm glad that he's even in this game to this capacity. Truly, other than getting all of the fruits natively on your own and, you know, completing some of the Nook Miles stretch goals for multiplayer hosting and visiting islands, you can, in fact, get all of the items in the game just by having Cyrus customize them. I remember the days where we would be visiting friends, hosting catalog parties, or going to catalog parties on other islands where we would pick up and drop items. It was a very organized thing that myself and several other players took part of in the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp server, no less, on Discord, under the Animal Crossing New Horizons category. This was, of course, prior to the 2.0 update. Although we did do catalog parties for the new items introduced in 2.0, we didn't actually get every single color swatch to catalog because we figured that you could just go to Cyrus and get them all that way. This is also great if you want to use it for craftable furniture. I typically don't. I'll just use the customization kits myself, especially on Kringle, which is my second island. Once I unlock the customization workshop feature there, I will use the kits to customize craftable items, and then eventually when I get Cyrus at Harv's, I will use him to customize like furniture that you can buy, so I don't have to do it myself. He can customize it with anything. This includes custom designs as well as the patterns that you get from Sable by talking to her every day at Able Sisters. Cyrus is definitely one of the more useful NPCs in New Horizons. However, it makes me sad that, once again, they just placed him outside of an RV at the co-op. Him and Reese no longer have retail, which was the own little small business that they had in New Leaf, where you could give them furniture to sell in a flea market style space and convince villagers to buy that furniture, and you could use Cyrus to customize items for you. This included also giving him gems that you could find in New Leaf, and he would customize them into certain gem-like variants. It was a really cool feature, and unfortunately we don't have those types of ore or nuggets in this game. We only have iron, so it really limits the special effects that he can add. Also in New Leaf, you could give him all of the fossils pertaining to a particular dinosaur model from the museum, and he would make you a mini version of it, which was really cool. I wish that we could do that in this game, or at least ask Blathers to like collaborate with him on that, because other than that, I'm just selling all the duplicate fossils that I have, which isn't the end of the world because I'm making bells on them, but there's nothing you can do other than display them on your own island, and they take up so much space. Rant aside, I hope that this video helped you learn more about Cyrus and the cool feature that he brings to the game that we were surely lacking until they added it in the 2.0 update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any comments, feedback, or suggestions down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!